yourself as a high school student. You're studying in a science classroom and your teacher tells you you have to do a lab. This lab involves dangerous chemicals.
As your teacher, I have to remind you guys to wear safety goggles.
I hate wearing safety goggles for 30 to 90 minutes every single day. Are you sure we have to wear them?
Sorry guys, it's a school policy and it's for your own safety too.
The students begin the lab.
I'm getting the worst headaches right now. It's awful. Mine keep fogging up. I can barely see what I'm doing anymore. Maybe we should just take them off.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm Annie. I'm Jada.
I'm Hannah.
And we're Go Goggles.
Safety made comfortable. In this scenario, the students took off their safety goggles because they were causing them dents, headaches, and they were fogging up. This is a problem because it prevented them from completing the lab and risked their safety.
However, Go Goggles has a solution for you. Goggles with removable splash guards.
Introducing Go Goggles, the newest lab safety goggles for you. Our product encourages high school students in the lab. Simply clip the splash guard onto the frame, ensuring it is secure before continuing with your lab, with goggles that are safe, adaptable, and comfortable. Go Goggles are versatile to every science class that you take. Simply remove the splash guard for physics or biology class. They are splash resistant to all types of liquids. Switch to Go Goggles now for safety made comfortable.
Our target audience are mainly students who take science courses such as bio, chem, and physics.
Our long-term goal is to sell nationally, and our short-term goal, our SOM, is to sell to 500 schools in just 3 years.
The goggles you saw the students wearing in the lab had an elastic band, were rubber, clear, and splash resistant. However, they were uncomfortable. So Go Goggles promises to make goggles that are safe, adaptable to any science class that you have, and most importantly, comfortable. This is our first minimal viable product. It's a 3D design of what we wanted our product to look like. So we have our splash guards and our safety goggles, and we sent this to an engineer. And he came back with this prototype for us. And while we really appreciate all of his hard work, we didn't like the black bar on it because we really thought it obstructed your view when looking through it. And we also thought the sides looked very uncomfortable.
Then our group met with Mike Marble, the head product developer at Flynn Scientific. Flynn Scientific is a very popular goggle company in the North Shore, and our group met with him and he helped us make iterations to our product.
So with the help of Mike, we created a second drawing and sent it to a second engineer named Jerry Glipa. And we really made sure to highlight the way we wanted the splash guard to attach. So this was the drawing that Jerry sent us back, and while it was much better than the first one, it still wasn't exactly what we wanted, because it still had a very large clip at the top.
This is the final iteration Jerry Gliva came up with for us. As you can see, there's a black part, and the black part is our splash guard. When you're dealing with dangerous chemicals in chemistry, you attach the black splash guard to the regular goggles, and you can work with the dangerous chemicals.
So as Hannah just said, we had the black splash guard, and after conducting 25 interviews, we found out quickly that students and teachers did not like it. This was because it obstructed their views. So we decided to look at swimming goggles because swimming goggles were already water resistant. We thought they would be resistant to water-based chemicals as well. So we took the ones at the bottom and we put it on the frames that we received before, along with the clips, and this is our final iteration. So our selling price comes out to $10 for both the goggles and the removable splash guard. So for our packaging, we're going to sell our goggles in 18 goggles in each box. So it's 5 cents for the clear packaging that each pair of goggles will come in, and again it's $180 for 18 pairs in each box. So for distribution, we plan to sell directly to schools or to have the schools recommend our goggles to their students. And all of our sales will be going through our website. So our initial target is just schools, but in the future we would like to sell to industrial businesses as well, and for that we would like to sell through Granger Industrial Supply. To advertise our product, we're first going to use Instagram, and it's important to note that we are the only goggle company with an Instagram, and we plan to target to teachers because teachers are using Instagram as outreach to students, other teachers, and parents, and the teachers then can suggest our goggles to their students. We're also going to be a part of the 3 magazines listed above with half-page, full-page, and quarter-page ads. These magazines are international and national. Lastly, we're going to attend the NSTA Chicago Science Conference. It's located in the city, and we plan to have a trade show booth there. Continuing with our monthly marketing, we're going to do everything that we did in our first push, but we're also going to add search engine optimization. This is extremely important for our company because we're not selling through a third-party distributor. So when we want people to look up safety goggles, our website will come up first. So this is our trade show booth that we plan to do. It's going to have posters, and each of them is going to have a QR code. This QR code leads you directly to our demo on YouTube, along with we're going to play our demo live and have a place where you can try out our goggles at the trade show. Along with all the live demos, we're going to have business cards that we're going to pass out to different people. And we have our QR code again, which leads straight to the demo, and all you have to do is take a picture of it on your phone. It's super quick and easy, and it leads you straight to our demo.
It's important to note that Go Goggles is currently the only company with a social media platform. As you can see, our ads on the left and the middle are to attract new customers. And then our ad on the right is for our current customers to let them know that we're having a sale during our lower revenue months.
These are our updated magazine ads. So on one side you can see our full page ad, on the other side you can see an example of a half page ad. Both of them have our website that leads you directly where you could buy our goggles and contact us, and they also have the same QR code that leads you directly to our demo. This is our website landing page, and it's super quick and easy to use. Again, we have our demo because we want to highlight our product, and then we also have a Shop Now button so you can buy our goggles quickly and easily.
So the cost to make our product comes out to $3.31, and that is both for the goggles and the removable splash guard. So our startup costs total out to around $30,000,
including both our mold and our frame, which is around $19,000.
And our marketing, which is our first marketing push, and it's broken up into 4 parts: Instagram, Zoom, magazine ads, and Chicago Science Conference, which totals out to $4,800.
Our administrative cost is around $6,500, and it's important to note that $5,000 of these dollars is being sent to the Underwriters Lab, a local lab. And this is because in order to sell safety goggles, they have to be considered safe under the ANSI safety standards. Our startup inventory is $54,000. We think that we can make around $660 per school, and our goal is to sell to 83 schools in the first 6 months.
So our SG&A costs total out to around $2,000, and it's important to note that we're only spending $100 a month on storage. So these are our sales for year 1. Each unit is 1 box of 18 goggles. It's super important to note that in months 7, 8, and 9, our sales are much higher because those are the months when schools will receive their funding, and schools like to spend their funding as the school year begins, so in July, August, and September.
This is our 3-year summary, and it's important to note that our units sold go up about 50% every single year, and then our total net profit for our first 3 years is around $800,000.
So as Hannah just said, our net profit in the first 3 years is $800,000. So we're asking for $93,000, and our numbers reflect 5% of the company, but we're willing to give up 11% of our company so you get a return in your investment in just 3 years.
Thank you so much for your time.
I'm Justin Mukashe.
I'm Owen Hour.
And I'm Caden Goodman. Ski jackets on the market are all the same. You see the same blocky pattern throughout, and the current design no longer appeals to the younger demographic. We are the ski fashion industry disruptors. Our solution is something never seen before. We want to provide jackets made with faux fur, jackets that are unique, comfortable, and stylish, but that are also environmentally friendly, extremely warm, and shed snow exceptionally well.
So our target market are going to be skiers and snowboarders, male and female, aged from 15 to 35. They're looking for a different, unique, and stylish way to ski and for their jacket.
So here's our current TAM, SAM, and SOM. Our TAM is set at 10 million. This is the total number of skiers and snowboarders within the United States. Our SAM is set at 320,000. This is the total number of skiers and snowboarders within the Midwest who ski more than 9 days within the season. However, we would love to reach out to U.S. retail partners throughout the United States. And our SOM is set at 9,600. This is the total number of units we believe that we can put out within our first 3 years. And this number also makes up 0.03% of our SAM, which we believe is a perfect and ideal target for our product. Bow Style First is the ski industry disruptor. Bow Style First is the best way to ski. Ski free, ski in comfort, and ski in style. And another thing that we wanted to highlight within our UVP was the process and progress of developing our jacket. We first started off with a simple sketch that put together various ideas that we brainstormed together as a team. Then, our first iteration, a jacket in the middle, which is a simple jacket throwover that only focused on the faux fur aspect of our jacket. There were no special features to it. And then our second and final iteration was a huge improvement from where we started. Our jacket now incorporates a new stylish silver color, a new faux fur, a better lining, zippers, and special features such as pockets.
Our competition is experienced, well-established, and has great quality. Say, Jason, do you notice any pattern with our competition?
Yeah, I do, Katie. I see the same style of jacket. I see the same boring color palette. I see the same shape. I even see the same backdrop. Our competitors are not different in any way. They're not unique. We want to provide something that they can't. We want to provide variety. We want to provide for our customers a chance to stand out on the slopes.
So to get our design out on the market, you can see on the right we had this design. So we work very closely with Bierce Manufacturing, which is a sewing company in Chicago. In our first iteration, we really wanted to focus on what makes us different, which is the faux fur. So after trials of 10 users, we looked at different potential designs such as zippers, where to put the pockets, and then we looked at different fur options, which gives us different ways for the snow to come off of it, and just testing it in general. And then we also had the maneuver around COVID restrictions, since we couldn't get any zippers, unfortunately, for our first iteration, so we just had to go with a pullover and just really focus on our faux fur.
In our first video, you can see our first iteration playing on the board. With the first iteration, you can see that the snow brushes off very nicely. In the second video, you can see our second iteration all the way in Colorado and in action, where the skis, where it's competitive skiing out there, a lot of skiing.
So with our second iteration, we really wanted to focus on a different color to change up from our first iteration. So we have a special different fur, which easily gets off the snow. Then we also wanted to add a liner that keeps you very warm while you're out on the slopes. And then even coming up with a different, unique, and stylish jacket, we wanted to come up with another problem, which is your phone losing battery while you're on the slopes? So we came up with an insulated pocket inside the jacket to keep your phone from running out of battery and keep it safe when you're on the slopes. So if you want to take a picture, text one of your friends, you can do that now since your phone won't run out of battery.
Our current selling price for our ski jackets is $200. Our competition is $200, but as much as $500, and even in some cases $1,000. Based on our interviews, we think that $200 is a very good price because it is very affordable.
So our sales process. Within our first year, we'll be focused on small batch manufacturing. This will be done through a local and USA-made route. This will allow us to run small orders, which gives us a chance to further test our jackets' different colors, faux furs, styles, and special features such as the pockets or variations in the zippers and various other things about our jacket.
So with our marketing, we plan on using our website for some of our marketing, and then we want to move on to social media for Instagram ads and TikTok ads, which is around 20 cents to $2 per click, and then $10 per 1,000 views for TikTok. And then for our business cards, to give out at the slopes, we really want to make sure that our customer will know where to purchase a jacket. If they see one of us just wearing it on the ski slopes, or it's one of our customers, so we can give out a business card so they remember where to get the jacket. We also plan on going to the outdoor retailer show, which is around $10,000, which may seem like a lot, but that's where all of our competition is going to be, such as the big brands like North Face. So we can really show our product, why it's different, and compare it to our competition while we're at the show. So for our sales, we plan on staying local for year one. So we're going to use our website, Eric's Ski Shop, which is located in Deerfield, and Viking Ski Shop, which is a ski shop in Chicago. And then for year two, we're going to branch out a little bit, try to get into those bigger brands such as backcountry.com, sierra.com, and Amazon. And then for our third year, we're going to go into the big retailers so anyone can really buy our jacket. So it's REI and Dick's Sporting Goods.
Up here, you can see our main page for our website. Next to it, you can find our upcoming projects and even some new products coming out in the future. And if you're struggling where to find out everything about us, you can always go to the top-hand corner and find stuff about us.
So our cost of goods sold. Within our first year, a total cost of goods sold will come out to $60. This is a high price that will allow us to put out smaller quantities of our jacket with which we can properly test our jacket within its first year on the market. Then, as we move into our second and third year, we're going to move to import pricing and over-the-sea manufacturing, which gives us a lower price. This will drop our COGS down by 50% to $30. This is a lower price that allows us to put out a much greater quantity of our jacket, which will allow us to properly expand our jacket into the market. And then our startup costs. Our total startup cost comes out to $40,500. A big chunk of this is from our startup marketing costs, which is $25,000. $20,000 of that cost is from the trade shows that we will attend. We intend to attend 2 trade shows within our first year, each costing us $10,000 a visit. And then the other $5,000 is made up of our social media campaign, which will be comprised of our using our Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And then our selling, general, and administrative costs comes out to $3,250 a month. A big chunk of that, again, is from our marketing costs. And then here are our year one projections. If you look at the top row, you'll see highlighted in yellow are units sold. So our sales of our jacket are heavily based on the time of the year. When we start in January, we'll have 150 units sold. Then as we move into February, we'll drop down to 80 units. Then in March, 50 units. And then from April all the way up until September, we'll have a flat rate of 10 units sold a month. This is because during this time frame, the ski season is very low for skiers and snowboarders, and you don't really see people buying ski gear in general within this time frame. And then once we hit November, prime time for holiday shopping, and when it starts to get colder again, we'll bump it back up to 100 units. And then once we hit December, we'll hit that peak of 150 units sold again, because this is the best time for skiers and snowboarders to get out on the slopes. And another thing that we wanted to mention was the fact that we can run 5 inventory runs within our first year. The fact that we're going with small batch manufacturing and the Made in the USA route means that we can put out smaller batches of our units, which gives us a better cash flow. Thus, our minimum inventory requirement is lower thanks to the Made in the USA route of manufacturing. And then our 3-year summary. Within our first year, we want to sell 600 units. Then within our second year, 1,800 units. And then within our third year, 7,200 units. This comes out to a 3-year total of 9,600 units sold. And one thing that we really wanted to highlight, and something we thought was important to know, was the fact that our SG&A costs within our second and third year almost seem to skyrocket. The reason for that is because as we transition from year 1 to year 2 and 3, we're moving from small batch manufacturing at that higher price to our import pricing. And with this price, we're going to be putting out a much greater quantity of our jacket. And so we're going to have a huge expansion in marketing so that our jacket can get the proper recognition that it deserves in our market. And then our 3-year total, our net profit, comes out to $874,564.
So we would be requesting just around $46,000, and that would be just around 3.5% of our company. But we would also be willing to take 6%, which would guarantee your money back. And we believe as a company, we're really going to skyrocket in those 3 years and really just get our code out there for people to see.
Great, thank you.
Eating in the car has never been comfortable. You go through the drive-thru, you order a burger, some fries. Your choices are either to put the bag in your lap, put the bag on the seat next to you, get grease all over the seat, have to constantly keep reaching over the center console and into the bag. There's just no effective way.
And that's where our solution, the Quick Tray, comes in. The Quick Tray is a convenient and mess-free way to eat in your car. It keeps your food stable and organized as you drive without getting in the way of essential driving functions.
Our customer segment is people who drive for a living, such as Uber drivers, taxi drivers, and limo drivers, as well as wives and children looking for a gift during the holiday season, as well as Father's Day.
Our competitors don't compare to us because our product is safe, has specialized compartments for food, and holds more than just sauce.
Our TAM is 229 million people, and that is all the drivers within the United States. Our SAM is 6,707,000 people, and that is people who drive for their profession and is our main customer segment. Of those 6 million people, we want to reach 3.5% of them and move over 230,000 units within our first 3 years of operation.
Quick Tray is a mess-free way to eat in your vehicle.
I'm Sam.
I'm Lucy.
I'm Maddie.
I'm Rebecca, and we're Quick Tray.
Here's our MVP process.
So for iteration 1 of our MVP, we first started by collecting a variety of fast food containers from restaurants in the Deerfield area. We measured these containers and created a tray design that fit these dimensions and we thought was perfect. We 3D printed our tray design and interviewed 20 people who drive for a living to receive their feedback on the tray. The tray was 13 by 15 inches, and the customer said that the tray was way too big to fit in their car and they wanted something much smaller.
For iteration 2, we went into CAD to customize a much smaller version of our tray. We also introduced the collapsible containers, which come out of the tray and are dishwasher safe. We also created a stand for our tray out of PVC pipe that is adjustable to 3 different heights. But we went back to those 20 people and found out that they wanted the tray to be flexible so that it could rotate between the passenger seat and the driver's seat.
So that led us to iteration 3, and for iteration 3, we bought a pre-existing tray and used the laser cutter to cut out the stand and super glue it onto the quick tray. We liked this stand because we liked how it could fit in any size cup holder. We also finalized our dimensions of 8.75 by 10 inches and tested this product out with the same 20 customers, and they were very happy with the new design and said they would pay $30 for it.
So for our final iteration, we were able to take the bottom adjustable black stand, which could fit in any type of cup holder, and attach it to the black tray. As you can see, we actually just spray painted the tray black to fit with our branding much better. Also, the black stands and the tray can come apart when you're not using it, so it's much easier to store. Here's our generating revenues.
Our selling price is $29.99, and we got this using value-based pricing.
So here's our distribution plan, and we were able to talk to the Revival Plastics Manufacturing Company, and we learned many valuable things from them. 2 being that we could go indirect to consumer through different truck stops and car dealerships, as well as direct to consumer through our website and Amazon. After doing this, we decided to create a prospect list of 100 different types of car dealerships and truck stops within a 100-mile radius of us. We were able to do this and then collect all the emails from all these 100 different places and send out a generalized target email to all these places. After doing this, we were able to get our key response and first lead, which was the Audi dealership.
So one thing we did, which we're really excited about, is we were able to contact the head of marketing at the Audi Exchange on Skokie Valley Highway. We actually went to the dealership and tried out Quick Tray in a bunch of Porsches and Audis and used cars, and it was just great to see the Quick Tray in action, and we were able to conclude that it does work in all different size cars and all different cup holder configurations. And one thing that Audi did for us, which was really cool, is they posted us on their Instagram, and this post reached over 13,000 people, and this number is still growing, and they posted this for free. And Instagram's one of our key metrics, so it was great that Audi did this for us.
So we made a physical model of our packaging, and we wanted it to have a clear plastic film on the top so that you could see the product inside the box before it's assembled. And since it does not come assembled already, we put a step-by-step guide on how to put it together on the outside of the box.
Here's our marketing plan.
So this is our Quick Tray logo that we custom made using Adobe Illustrator. The logo encompasses our brand by using our 2 shades of red, fast food items, and a car to show that this product is made for your car.
For our Instagram, we wanted to keep up our clean and sleek look, so we took slides from our slide deck and posted them on the Instagram, as well as to keep our brand colors going. We also put a direct link to purchase our product in our bio.
So here's our before and after marketing campaign, and as you can see, before using our product, your car's super messy, there's spilled food, it's just not practical. But after using our product, your car is much more clean, your food's all in one place and organized, it's just much better. Also, in the bottom right-hand corner, there's a QR code, which is a direct link to our website where you can buy our product from Amazon. This marketing campaign will be featured in different car magazines and dealership brochures, as it is targeting our first customer segment, people who drive for a living and auto enthusiasts.
To target our second customer segment, we're doing a Father's Day campaign, and the Father's Day campaign consists of commercials and social media advertisements, and it's targeted towards women and children looking for the perfect Father's Day gift for their husbands and for their dads. And unlike unoriginal Father's Day gifts like shirts and shoes, Quick Tray is the perfect car accessory for your dad.
So another form of marketing is we want to create a car dealership promotion. We are going to take the prospect list that Sam mentioned earlier, and we're going to place 50 different Quick Trays in various auto parts stores, car washes, and car dealerships in the area. And this is a way for people to see our Quick Tray in action and in a full display of what the Quick Tray would look like in a car.
One other thing we did was we made a social media ad for YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, as we thought that approaching our customers through social media would be a great way to get them hooked about the Quick Tray.
So this is our demo video, and our demo video shows what it is like to receive the Quick Tray and how to assemble it in 3 easy steps. The demo video also features that you can take the Quick Tray apart and store it anywhere for easy use.
For our website landing page, we have all the key components, such as our background, a clear picture of our product, our UVP, and our demo video. Also, on our website, there's a direct link to where you can purchase our product on Amazon.
Here's our financial model.
So our cost of goods sold for Amazon are $12.95. This includes our material costs, our manufacturing costs, our labor costs, as well as packaging for the individual tray and the outer carton to ship to a customer, as well as the Amazon selling fee, which is 15% of our retail price.
So this is what our product would look like on Amazon. We have a picture of our product alone, as well as a picture of our product in use in the car, as well as our selling price, and also a description of our product and how to use it.
So for our COGS indirect for our various car dealerships, car washes, and auto parts stores, it is the same as our Amazon minus the 50% Amazon selling fee. So for our startup cost, it is $153,000, and this includes our initial development costs for the plastic mold, our administrative costs, our startup inventory run, and our startup marketing.
So our monthly SG&A costs come out to total $1,590.66, and this includes our monthly marketing, business insurance costs, as well as administrative costs.
This is our financial model for year 1, and as you can see, it features both Amazon and indirect units sold, and there's peaks during the months of June, which is Father's Day, August, September, which is new car season, as well as November, December, which is the winter holidays.
In the first 3 years, we plan on selling over 230,000 Quick Trays and generating a net profit of over $1.5 million. We also plan to expand our Quick Tray brand into mothers with kids, and we plan to do this by adding in more sections to our pre-existing design of the Quick Tray for things such as snacks for the kids who are sitting in the back seat.
We also want to work with fast food companies and license our Quick Tray design so the company can put their colors and logo on the tray. For example, we could work with a company such as McDonald's and create a marketing campaign with them using their slogan, like "I'm loving Quick Tray." We are seeking $373,000 in exchange for 25% of our company. While we know this is a big ask, we are really passionate about the Quick Tray, and this percentage allows our investors to receive their initial investment back within the first 3 years of operation. Thank you.
Welcome to the future. Welcome to Simpleton.
A messy golf bag causes stress and frustration while on the golf course and ruins the relaxing experience that golf is meant to be. But our solution, Simple Tee, is a unique tee storage system that keeps your tees organized and easily accessible while golfing. Simple Tee's rigid outer shell keeps your tees protected from the elements, while its internal organization will make sure your tees are upright and organized and ready to go as soon as you're on the golf course. Simple Tee de-stresses the player and simplifies the game.
So who is Simple Tee marketed towards? It's marketed towards all on-course golfers, both male and female. It's got two sort of uses. For the competitive golfer, it helps them vulnerable to stress, and for the leisure golfer, it makes the game more relaxing.
So let's talk a little bit about our market sizing. Our TAM is 34.2 million on-course golfers in the US. That's in 2020, and there were 3 million new golfers just in that year alone. It's a rapidly expanding sport. Our SAM is 3.3 million on-course golfers in the 4 most accessible states to Simple Tee here in the Midwest. There are just under 1 million on-course golfers in Chicagoland alone. And our SOM is 209,000 on-course golfers. That's what we consider to be well within reach. That's 6.2% of our SAM. And that 6.2% was chosen taking into account what we believe to be our reach, who's most likely to buy our product, as well as our financial model. So what is Simpletea? Well, Simpletea is the world's first golf equipment holder that de-stresses the player and simplifies the game. Compatible with all shapes and sizes, Simpletea keeps your golf equipment organized and easily accessible when you're on the course. The competition just doesn't stack up, and here's why. Some of the competition, it's not always compatible with all shapes and sizes of tees, especially when they crack or expand under pressure or intense weather. It's hard to remove or reload those tees, just causing unnecessary stress and frustration. Some of our competition doesn't even solve the root issue, maintaining those pockets and crevices that tees continue to fall into and fall through. So I'm Max Hyman, COO.
I'm Will Holtz, CFO.
And I'm Dylan Zuber, CDO.
And together, we are Simpletea.
So to get to this point with Simpletea, we had to go through a couple MVP iterations. We began with a 3D rendering, and then translated that into a much simpler version that we could 3D print just to get a proof of concept. That led to our first real MVP, which was the big orange box that you see. That was big and bulky. It did hold your tees, but it was not the sleek design that we were looking for. So after testing it with a couple of our mentors and other golfers, we figured out with this final iteration.
If you guys want to take a look, you can.
So this is much sleeker than the original design. It holds 8 tees at a time. As you can see, it's got the rounded edges. It has a hinge. We did have a magnetic closing system, but didn't have the engineering ability to keep that on in a reliable manner. We managed to test this and a previous version both in Florida and in golf courses here in Illinois. And that was really important to us.
So what do golfers think of Simpletea? Well, initially, they loved the product. We interviewed golfers varying in age, gender, level of play, and experience. 14 out of 15 of those golfers saw a problem we were trying to solve, and 13 would buy at our price point, which we'll talk about in just a moment. Now, after all these iteration changes, they love it even more. We interviewed a more diverse group of different types of golfers. 17 out of 19 would buy Simpletea at our newest price point with our newest design. So what is that price point? Our retail price, which we're going to have both retail and Amazon pricing, our retail price comes out to a cost of goods sold of $1.55, which we'll break down for you in just a moment. We're going to wholesale that for $5, and we're retailing that for $9.99. We did a lot of research on that number, but essentially what it came down to is kind of the psychology of 3 digits versus 4 digits. When you're buying a product at the checkout at a golf retailer, something under $10 is usually what we're targeting. So that leaves us with a margin of $3.45. With our Amazon selling price, our cost of goods sold is just a little bit less because Amazon's going to be handling the fulfillment fee, but Amazon's cut does come out to $4.42. That comes out to, again, the referral and per unit fulfillment fee. We're retailing for $9.99. That leaves us with a margin of $14 there. So, our distribution plan, in year 1, we're getting into about 15 to 20 initial stores with 10 to 15 more per month in that first year. Focusing, of course, on Chicagoland, where we can best reach. We've created a list of 90 to 100 potential golf courses, primarily private, which we'll discuss in just a moment. And we're also going to be focusing on building our online sales via Amazon. In year 2, we're continuing to offer Amazon, but we're also expanding across the Midwest to an approximated 150 to 200 retailers. And in year 3, we're continuing Amazon, growing to 350 to 400 stores. But most importantly, in the future, we see Simpletea as having great potential with B2B. And what I mean by that is by building relationships with promotional product companies, Simpletea can become a product that companies can use on golf outings, on event outings, and conferences. They can put their name on it. It's a super easy product to have in a gift bag for corporate outings. So a closer look at exactly what that 15 to 20 initial stores means. Well, we're talking about private, public courses. We're talking about golf retailers. We went and talked to owners and managers of all of those different types of places. Public courses, we found, require government permission for sales because they are part of governance. So we're going to focus on private courses for proof of sales. First of all, it's easy and fast to get into those private pro shops. We talked to a number of them, and again, we have that list. And our product does differ significantly from what we've talked to with these managers from our competition, so it will do well, especially in golf retailers.
So here's a look at our product packaging. We're using clamshell packaging, and this backing card would be in every package. It has our logo, but it also has information including our website and our Instagram, so any customer can go and learn more about us. We also have these golf stands, which will be placed in the golf shops near checkout, and that is meant to maximize sales. As the customer walks by, it's easy to see. As you can see, a closer look at the backing, it's got the Simpletea's UVP along with our logo and website.
So our marketing strategy is really just a simple equation. First, we've got social media. So we're going to be using Facebook and Instagram ads that are specifically targeted at golfers, which is an amazing tool that those social media platforms have. We're also going to be offering commission to golfers endorsing Simplicity. That's a hugely popular way in the sports world of getting your product on the map. And we're also going to be redirecting all social media clicks to our Amazon page for people to buy in one click. Our stands, as Will previously mentioned, we're going to be utilizing displays near checkout at specifically private pro shops, as you can see on the top right. Each display is going to hold 25 products, so when a store decides they want to carry Simplicity, we're going to ship them a stand and 25 products to start out with. And they're going to be strategically placed for customer visibility on a store-by-store basis. So one of us or our representatives is actually going to go in and make sure that they are placed at the checkout where people are most likely to buy something small and useful.
So here's a look at our Instagram marketing. We're going to use Instagram marketing to get our Amazon sales. So we needed to make sure all of our posts and our stories have an easy way to our Amazon page. So all of them would have a direct link to our Amazon page. So it's as simple as possible for a customer to see our Instagram ad, click on the link, and purchase a product. We also have some customer testimonials to increase the credibility of Simplicity as we are a new company.
So what are you going to find on our website? You're going to find our company's UVP. You're going to find more about our product and our demo, which we're showing a clip right of.
Simplicity is designed with ease in mind, connecting to any golf bag within seconds and storing tees of any size on the course. Enough time spent trying to shove tees into our competitors' products and having the same difficulty trying to pull them out on the course. As shown here, Simplicity is easy to reload and remove.
What else are you going to find on the website? You're going to find a little bit about the three of us, along with more in-depth about our product.
So how did we reach that $1.55 number? Well, it's simple. The 83 cents for the actual parts came directly from the manufacturer. We talked to a number of manufacturers and settled on one just outside of Beijing. Transportation from that facility to Chicago in bulk is going to be about 7 cents because Simplicities are small and can easily compact. We've also got an 18-cent cost each in packages of 25 to send to retailers. We actually got that number by averaging the entire list of 90 to 100 retailers that we are looking to sell to and finding that 18 cents. And then lastly, our packaging is going to be 47 cents. We talked to a number of packagers till we found exactly what we wanted, which we showed you earlier. Our startup costs come out to about $41,600. So that comes from development costs, that's $410. Coming from our initial 3D design, our $190 for the prototype, that number again comes directly from our manufacturer. We've also put a $200 price tag on the website design. Our administrative costs are $5,500. $5,000 of that comes from the patent with legal help, $250 for a business permit, and another $250 for filing fees. And then we have just under $5,000 in property, plant, and equipment costs. That is the price of our molds for all three parts of the Simplicity. That again comes from our manufacturer. We've been working very closely with them, and that's going to last us for 100,000 products. So that's a really strong investment for long-term future of Simplicity. Our marketing costs are going to be $2,825 to start out. That's for an initial marketing blitz. So as we mentioned previously, a commission to golfers endorsing Simplicity is hugely successful in the sports world. We identified $500 worth of commissions to start. Our Father's Day kickoff is really where we're going to get things going for Simplicity. We're going to be using $2,000 of Instagram ads and a consultant to help guide that process. Our consulting costs are tax, business, and creatives consultants a few times per month each. And then lastly, our first inventory run for the first 6 months, that's coming from an average of 20 Simplicities sold per month per store, plus our online sales coming out to about 17,000 Simplicities for the first 6 months. Because again, it is a small and easy to buy product, and that comes out to just under $27,000.
So our monthly ongoing cost is just over $2,000, and 90% of that is our Instagram ads, because that's how we're getting all of our online sales. So $1,800 a month goes to our Instagram ads. Additionally, we're paying for warehouse space, our Amazon monthly fee, and our email and internet. So here's our first year summary. It's important to note that we're starting this in May because that's when we intend to launch the product right before the summer to maximize sales right off the bat. We're doing 2 inventory runs a year in May and then 6 months later. And then the only other important thing to note is our SG&A, which, as we continue, is going to increase because we plan to scale our Instagram marketing to facilitate more Amazon sales as we continue. The only other important thing to note here is that initially we are selling more on Amazon, but as we get into more and more stores, we expect our retail sales to be our primary source of income.
So what's next for Simple Tea? We have the Simple Tea ball bag, more iterations of the Simple Tea tea holder, and of course the Simple Tea.
So, with a pre-money valuation of $1.3 million, we're requesting $45,000 to cover our first year negative cash flow. Now, that is valued at 3.4% of Simple Tea, but to maximize your return on investment, we would be giving you 7.5% equity of Simple Tea. Thanks so much for listening. If you have any questions, this is our information, our Instagram, our website, and our email. Feel free to reach out. And again, thank you so much for listening.
We're here today to introduce to you our product, Sand Wizard.
Make sand disappear.
I'm Kate Buharch, the co-CEO.
I'm Kayla Chang, the co-CEO.
I'm Leah Ryan, the CMO.
And I'm Caroline Hammond, the CFO.
Picture this, the beach, everyone's favorite travel destination. It's perfect. The warm sun, the nice water, the sand. Oh wait, the sand? Pesky sand gets in the most inconvenient, hard-to-reach places, tracking into your homes and cars, causing a stressful and impossible cleanup. If only there was a way to leave the sand at the beach.
Well, now there is, with Sand Wizard. Our innovative product features both a powder and a glove, all in a beach-friendly bag, and together, these products allow for the most effortless sand removal. Not only does it effortlessly remove sand from your skin, but it also prevents it from sticking for a certain amount of time afterwards.
Here you can watch our product demo as we show sand disappearing right before your eyes.
Introducing Sand Wizard. Our powder and our microfiber glove are both in our beach-friendly zipper bag. Simply slide the glove on and apply the powder directly onto your skin. Remember, a little goes a long way. Wipe off the powder and watch as the magic happens. Get to those hard-to-reach places like in between your toes. Watch as the powder repels any sand that comes onto your skin. Introducing Sand Wizard. Now you can enjoy getting sand in between your toes when you know that you have the magic of Sand Wizard by your side.
Our customer segment is moms and women ages 16 to 40.
Our TAM is 400 million Americans go to the beach each year. Our SAM is 177 women ages 16 to 40 go to the beach each year, and our SOM is 248,000 products sold in first 3 years.
Our UVP is quick, easy, and efficient. Sand removal on the go.
Our competitors include a standard mitt that doesn't get into those hard-to-reach places, or an insufficient powder that doesn't even remove all of the sand.
So how are we different from our competitors? Well, we're the unique combination of both a powder and a glove. Our powder is 100% skin-friendly, and we're totally proud to say that we're 100% paraben-free, animal cruelty-free, and also vegan. Our glove has individualized fingers, unlike our competitors with the bulky mitt.
We turned this tedious task of sand removal into a fun and interactive experience for both mom and kids.
Our product is a must for beach time sports where you're running around getting all sandy.
When conducting our formula research, we looked at the molecular structure of each compound in our product. We had to ensure that when combining all the ingredients, they wouldn't produce any harmful reactions on the skin. We also looked at a way to postpone the moisture barrier restoration time in order to make the sand repel from the skin.
In our first iteration, we decided to go with polysaccharide powder over talc powder because it is 100% skin safe. We made our first big batch and tested our variations at Highland Park Beach. In our second iteration, we tested scents. We tested various essential oils along with serums. And then we made our packaging more secure and we added our microfiber glove. We also tested our new formula around the world in Mexico, Florida, and in Hawaii. And then we gave our product to give to potential customers to test out.
Here are the results from our first customer testing. Everyone said that our directions were easy to follow, and the majority of our customers said it was both effective and easy to use.
We took their feedback and we did scent testing in tropical scents. These tropical scents had numerous skin benefits.
We conducted a second round of interviews with 20 more potential customers, and almost everybody said that they would use our product at the beach. Only 5% of people were potentially bothered about sharing the glove with others, and everybody said that our product would reduce beach time stress. They also had some suggestions on things to improve on, which we implemented in the next iteration.
We changed our packaging from 4 ounces to 8 ounces, so families wouldn't have to worry about getting another one in the time of their vacation. We also filled out our FDA approval form, and all of our ingredients got approved, and we tested it out in Mexico and took more product photos.
Taking into consideration our work from our past iterations, as well as our customer feedback, we developed our first prototype. In this prototype, we wanted to focus on secure packaging with a twistable top, so you don't need to worry about losing the cap at the beach. As well, we changed our traditional canvas bag into a waterproof bag made from recyclable plastic.
Then we took our new packaging to Highland Park, and we refilmed our demo video, took more product photos, and we talked to the owner of Ross. Ross is a travel store and a camp store, and it sells various skin products and hair care products. The owner herself is also an entrepreneur and has her own brand, and she gave us feedback on our product, which we implemented.
We contacted various specialists in different fields to make sure that our product was the best that it could be. So we talked to Miles Chemical Company, we emailed with them back and forth a lot, and we filled out this chemical form, which we talked about the ratios of our product and everything that would go into our powder. And then they gave us a quote on our powder, which we've used in our cost of goods sold. We also talked to multiple marketing consultants who helped us rebrand to reach our customer segment more. And we talked to advertising specialists who agreed to make us a free ad, and that's the advertisement in progress.
In our logo iterations, we started off with a very bland color palette. This was before we discovered our customer segment. However, as we further developed our company, we wanted to create a wizard logo that could appeal to both mom and kids, and that could be very eye-catching and that you could understand is our product, Sand Wizard.
Here's our distribution. We primarily want to focus on beach town stores in Florida, and here are a couple that we have been in contact with. We also want to sell directly to our customers through our Amazon storefront, and in the next 4 years, we hope to be in larger retail stores such as Costco, Target, and Walmart.
We surveyed 12 beach stores in total, and out of those beach stores, only one of them carried any sand-related product. And out of all of them, they said that 100% would believe that there's a high demand and market for our product. But the most valuable piece of information we gained from these interviews was how to implement our product into a beach store, and that was through trade shows. One in specific was the Florida Business Expo.
This is an example of what our Amazon storefront would look like. As you can see, there's pictures of our product, and our demo video is going to be there, and it provides a brief overview of how our product works. Our marketing budget for the first year is $24,250, with the majority of this going towards search engine optimization, because we know how prevalent our problem is and how often people search it up, and we want to make sure that our product is one of the first things that come up. We're also going to have our first big product launch at Florida Small Business Expo, and we're going to focus on mommy blogger conventions because that's where our customer segment is. We're also going to have a lot of social media ads and distribute with prototypes to influencers.
We wanted to focus our public relations with mommy bloggers because they have a direct relation with our customer segment. We reached out to several mommy bloggers. One in particular was Beach Mama Blog. They're a travel-based mommy blogging community, and we sent them a PR package and are upon waiting a review.
Here's an example of what one of our interactive mommy blogger booths would look like. Some of the key features include a jumbo screen, which will display our demo video, along with the various ways to use our product. There will also be a sandbox to not only keep the moms engaged, but also the little kids. The little kids can play in the sandbox while the moms test out our product. There will be product giveaways and samples, along with different raffles to get our starter kit. There will also be a picture for kids of our Sand Wizard for kids to take pictures with.
So as Leah mentioned, we're going to have some event raffles where potential customers will enter their email, and then we'll use that to compile an email list to send promotions out to. We're also going to give out branded premiums for the kids, such as cute little sticker sheets and little toy wands. And we're also going to partner with vacation rental home companies such as Airbnb, where they can display our product and encourage their customers to use them. And this is perfect because no host wants sand all over their house.
We wanted to utilize our various social media platforms by creating various contests to keep our interactions active. One of these could be an example, your best beach day, or this is how I sand wizard, with using the hashtag sandwizard. Then the contestants can have the opportunity to win prizes and win various starter packs or refill packs. We also wanted to meet with various sports influencers, specifically beach sport influencers. We wanted to focus our social media on Facebook and Instagram with the 20 by 80 pixels 20 by 80. This reason we can take our Instagram ads to be on Facebook and Instagram. As well, we utilized the analytics so we could see what was working when we made posts and what we could improve upon. In our website, we utilized our really bright color palette and we placed our demo and UVP.
So we're selling both a starter pack and a refill pack, and the starter pack has a powder, a glove, and a bag, and we're selling this both directly and indirectly. So for indirect, our cost of goods sold is $5.26, and we're selling that to beach stores for $8. Direct, our cost of goods sold is $5.56, which we're selling on Amazon for $14.99. Our profit margin is 63%. Our cost of goods sold for our refill packs, which is 3 8-ounce refill powders. For indirect, it's $5.80, which we're selling to beach stores for $10.99. And then for direct sales, our cost of goods sold is $6.64, which we're selling on Amazon for $19.99, with a whopping 67% profit margin. Our startup costs for the first year are $29,050, with the majority of this going towards marketing. And then our SG&A is $6,553 per month. Again, a majority of this going towards marketing so that we can build a loyal customer base.
This is our financial model for year one. One thing to highlight is that we have two product revenues. Product A is our starter pack, and product B is our refill package. Here's our seasonal peaks, with the highest points being the lead up to both spring and winter breaks, as well as the summer months. Here's our 3-year summary with our total net profit of $1.4 million. Our company valuation is $2.8 million, and it's suggested that we offer you this company at 12.8%. However, we strongly believe in our company and are willing to offer it for 25% equity, so you can get for $358,000 needed to start a company.
Help us leave sand at the beach while we bring success to your investment with Sand Wizard.
Thank you for your time.
Cool to go. Hi, I'm Talia Romberg.
I'm Lola Schwab.
I'm Eliza Polina.
And I'm Sabrina Sam. Picture this. You're running down the field in your conference championship game, and you're exhausted and begin to feel weak. You, your teammates, and your opponents are all at risk for heat stroke or exhaustion. In a situation as dangerous and harmful to your athletic performance as this, there has to be a solution to cool you down, quickly, easily, and comfortably.
Enter in Cool to Go Cooling Band. Our band is made of lightweight, sweat-resistant, and flexible material. Within our band sits a small gel ice pack directly on your inner wrist to give you cooling benefits. Activate our band in 3 simple steps. First, take the ice pack and put it into the band. Second, put the ice pack into the band, and then third, put it on, and then you're ready to go.
There are numerous thermoreceptors in your inner wrist which are extremely receptive to changing temperature. In a study done at UC Berkeley by Professor Zhang, it was proven that only after 3 minutes of applying a cooling compress to your inner wrist, your skin temperature can drop by up to 5.8 degrees. A 5.8 degree drop in your skin temperature is not only a drastic change in your performance, but also in your body's ability to fight back against the heat. In the United States, there are over 229 million people who participate in physical activity, and according to the CDC, there are over 36 million young adults ages 10 to 24 who participate in physical activity. We're specifically targeting young adult athletes ages 10 to 24, but our product can benefit anyone, whether that's an athlete at a track meet or a parent walking to the zoo on a hot day. Thus, our share of market for the first 3 years in business is around 183,000 people. We do have some competitors, such as the Everwave, which is a very expensive option that makes it impractical for the everyday athlete to use, and the Coolmax band, which is bulky and impractical for athletes as it requires the athlete to submerge the band in water for any cooling effect to occur. With the Cool to Go cooling band, athletes can prevent themselves from overheating and play to the best of their ability anytime and anywhere.
This is our first MVP iteration. As you can tell in the picture to the right, it was when we made it smaller, and this was the smallest we could make it. The manufacturers could not make it any smaller than this, so as you can tell, it's too large to sit on your wrist. And another con of this was that it's not reusable.
So, to solve the issue of the ice pack not being reusable, we created our second iteration, which was the gel insert in the band. This ice pack is reusable and easy to manufacture, and the ice pack is large enough to fit on the inner wrist, but not limit the athlete's range of motion. But the ice pack sat directly on the wrist, which could cause freezer burn, as well as the design was bulky. So to eliminate the problem of the bulky design, we made a scrunchy design. It was very lightweight. We also included a layer of fabric in between the ice pack and the skin to get rid of the freezer burn issue. However, this ice pack, a lot of common feedback we got was that it wasn't gender neutral enough and it was targeted far towards our female demographic. And the ice pack was too small, so the user didn't feel a significant cooling effect.
So for our fourth MVP iteration, we created a band with a slot where you can put the insertable gel ice pack within. This means the gel ice pack sits directly on your inner wrist, which ensures cooling benefits, and we did a lot of interviews after to see how our customers would like this product. Based on our interviews, we saw that we would like to change the color, and also some people wanted the size and flexibility to change a little bit.
So for our final product, we created a black band with thin, stretchy, sweat-resistant material. This material will not limit the athlete's range of motion, as well as a place to insert the gel ice pack and an adhesive seal to keep the ice pack within the band while playing.
In addition to our band, we are selling two 3x3-inch gel ice packs. This gel is very beneficial to our athletes because it can mold to the athlete's wrist, causing for a very flexible design. The plastic around the gel is also puncture-proof, so it's resistant to any excessive force that will be caused during athletics. We're also selling an airtight, reusable, insulated bag that will keep the ice cold for up to 36 hours, ensuring that our athlete can cool down anytime and anywhere. We did a lot of research when we were deciding where to manufacture this insulated bag, and we contacted Nortech Labs, who's a pioneer in cold chain products. This is a virtual demo explaining how to activate our band.
So we did 53 interviews with our final iteration, and we got a lot of positive feedback. We made sure to interview people of all ages within our age range to make sure it would be great for all athletes, and we received a lot of positive feedback saying our band would be perfect for their sport, it's super lightweight, and super great for future games and practices.
For our selling price, we decided to go with value-based pricing. We interviewed many people and they stated an average of about $15 to $20, so we decided to go with $19.99 for our consumer price.
For our distribution, for the first 1 to 3 years in business, we're going to be selling on Amazon and our website. In the picture on the computer to the right, you can see that what our Cool To Go package will look like in Amazon, including a description of what it would look like and the different parts of the package. After the first 3 years in business, we're going to move into big retailers such as Dick's Sporting Goods. We want to wait after 3 years until we have more than 3 years in our business to make sure that we have enough capital to support the amount of inventory that we're going to have once we move into these retail marketplace.
Here's an example of what our packaging will look like. As you can tell, we went with a clamshell pack because this packaging will work well for both online sales and in-person retail sales. The package is also clear so you can see our product inside. On the right, you can see an example of what the back end of our package will look like. On the back includes directions on how to use our product, the research behind our product, a warranty guarantee, and on the top right, you can see a QR code which you can scan to go directly to our website to see a more in-depth video on how to use our product.
So for our marketing overview, our initial marketing blitz is going to be around $6,400 with the following included, and then our monthly marketing costs will be around $2,500, including the following, again in lower quantities than our initial marketing blitz. This number will also depend on the seasons, as our product is relatively seasonal.
So here's an example of what our Instagram campaign may look like. We are using the campaign Time to Cool Down on all of our ads, so our ads can be recognized anywhere on social media. And here are 3 examples of what our Instagram ads may look like. Finally, here's a Facebook ad, which is more targeted towards parents who are looking to buy their band for their children, looking more at the safety aspect of our band. We are using Facebook since we think we'll be able to reach more parents on this platform.
Additionally, we are going to be having a booth at the National Athletic Trainer Association Convention. This will get us advertisements, education, testimonials, and more, and it will help get our name out among the athletic world.
Here's what one of our booths may look like. As you can tell, on the table lay out the bands, ice packs, and bags, as well as our product name and our slogan on the back of the booth.
Additionally, we have been talking with Rollins Baseball, a D3 school down in Florida, and they have agreed to have a partnership with us where we will send them 46 bands, and they will test our product, advertise our product, and give us testimonials, which will be great because it'll get us into 2 new markets, college athletes and Florida athletes.
This is an example of our spec sheet that we're going to be giving out to athletic trainers for athletic departments, and it includes the infographic for our band and ways for specific teams to customize it to match their team or the sport that they're playing. This is an example of our newsletter, a spring and winter edition that will be updated every year and every new season. We handed it to you in our binder at the beginning of our presentation, and it just goes over how our product has grown and changed and our team.
So just to sum up our marketing, we're going to get and keep our customers in the ways that we previously described. We also want to emphasize the importance that we're going to have with the word of mouth throughout sports institutions. So, for example, if one person on a sports team gets a Cool to Go package and sees the immense effects and improvement in their performance, everybody on the team is going to want a Cool to Go package. That's going to be really essential for us in our marketing. And some ways that we're going to grow our customers is by selling individual ice packs with logos on it, in case people want extras if they lose them. And we're also going to sell custom packages to sports institutions that they can put their logo on it. So here's an example of on our website, our wholesale custom inquiry. To buy customized products, there will be a minimum order of 30. Directly on our website, you are able to upload the logo you want put on the band, bag, and ice pack, as well as the number you would like for no extra charge.
So this is what it would look like to get custom packaging. So basically, you would get your logo on the insulated bag, the band, and the ice packs. This is perfect for any athletic institution or any company that wants to get their brand out and more.
Here's a run through of our website. On our landing page, our social media demo, you can click the Shop All button to buy our product, the About Us button to learn about our product and our team, the Contact Us button, or the Customized Branding button, and finally the Shop Now to buy our product. So for our cost of goods sold, the cost to manufacture, the labor cost, and the material cost of one band, one insulated bag, and 2 ice packs is $5.45. The cost for our clamshell packaging, including the rigid cardboard insert, will be 94 cents, and the fulfillment by Amazon fee will be $3, so a total cost of goods sold of $9.39. We realize that this cost of goods sold is relatively high. However, these numbers are all for minimum order quantities, and once our company grows, and especially once we expand into the retail marketplace, these numbers will go down as we order more inventory. For our startup costs, we combined our administrative costs, our startup inventory, our developmental costs, and our startup marketing costs for a total startup cost of around $195,000.
For SG&As, we accounted for our marketing costs, our administrative costs, and our business insurance, and this comes out to about $2,700.
So for our financial model year 1, you can see that starting in January, it steadily increases, and we have an exponential increase in the summer months because our product is seasonal, and once it gets warmer out nationwide, we're going to get a huge increase in sales. To fully take advantage of that, we're going to add $200 to our marketing per month, and these $200 are going to be allocated towards 6 extra IHSA booths per month to get our name and our product out there.
This is our 3-year summary. As you can tell, our product is growing at a steady increase rate throughout the next 3 years, and our net profit after 3 years is about $1.7 million.
So we are asking for $209,000 for 12.5% equity within our company. We know this more than doubles our investor equity, and we did this to make sure our investors get their money's worth within at least 3 years and more.
Cool to Go, the athlete solution to overheating. Thank you.
This is our 11.5 inch by 12 inch pink pan inserts with 4.8 inch cuts at each of the 4 corners. The thickness is 0.7 millimeters, which makes the insert easy to fold and store. Although this pan looks a bit bigger, our insert easily fits into an 8x8 or 9x9 pan, making it easy for the batter to mold in the pan. When your baked goods are done cooking, you can easily pull the insert and the baked goods out of the pan so they can be cut on a flat surface. Bake right, cutting made simple.
I'd like to stay healthy. You'd like to stay healthy. But the regular ways of taking your daily dose of vitamin C are inconvenient and slow, and really just okay. Pretty good chewing gum has your vitamin C built right on in. That's pretty good. And the flavor? Well, it tastes great and it's incredibly long lasting. That's pretty good. And look at this. You already know how to use it. We didn't even include the instructions. That's pretty good. Pretty good chewing gum. Not half bad.
Hi everyone, Max Hydes here, one of the founders of Crypto and one of the creators of QuickCase. And I just want to come on here and do a 30-second demo on how to use our product. First, you have your IBQ and you just want to put it in the QuickCase and seal it using our Velcro seal. As you can see, it's a very strong seal, so your IBQ will not fall out. And then at the end, we have a loop, which you can attach to your keychains, carabiner, which we provide you, and many other clippable items. Thank you.
In most cases, kids throw away their laundry in the open air hamper, leaving unwanted smelly odors to circulate through their rooms as well as leaving a mess. With the hamper, you can make your hamper efficient. Our customers open the container effortlessly, place their clothes inside the hamper, and then place the hanky odor freshener into the pocket inside the hanky. This freshens the smell inside the hamper as the lid stays on for maximum freshness. At Hampies, we offer a compact and environmentally friendly solution to a see-through room that keeps the smell in, controls moisture in clothes, and cuts down on aerosol usage.
So on the left, we're comparing our dissolvable mobile muscle chocolate protein packets to traditional whey protein.
Simply screw in the holders on opposite sides of your culinary accessory and then put it into the oven. It will be safe for you to pull out when your food is done cooking.
Introducing Nail Check, an all-in-one nail tool ready to use anywhere. Our product is simple to use on the go. Just keep it in your purse and it is ready to use anytime. Simply pull it out of your purse and slide out the nail cutter, nail file, scissors, or cuticle pusher. With our unique nail cutter, you can cut your nails anywhere. As you clip your nails, our tool catches the clippings so no mess is made. When you're done, slide all of the tools back into the case and put it back in your purse so it is ready for its next use. Nail Check encourages females to take nail care on the go, so switch to Nail Check and never fear another nail emergency again.
This is our product, the Grip Flip. It is a disposable, 2-in-1 tool that can help add grip and a fragrant scent to your gloves. To use it, flip one side open, either the scent or the grip side, and apply it to your gloves. Next, do the same thing on the other side.
Travelastic, a simple and secure way to prevent your toiletries from exploding on the plane. Simply use a Travelastic band and wrap it around the length of the bottle and over the cap to prevent it from opening up. Here you have it.
Do you ever leave your house looking like this, but show up to the function looking like this? The belt goes outside the shirt, with the gripping material facing inwards, slightly below where the normal belt would be worn. Then proceed to tuck in your shirt as normal, with the stays. Now you can look effortlessly stylish at the function.
For the national competition, so this year's winner of Pitch Night is Quick Tray. Thank you everyone for attending. You can come up and take pictures if you want. If you're serious up here, thank you very much. Thank you, Lights and Sound, folks.